and welcome back to another episode here of On Campus at Solano College Sports Network Studio. Today we are here with a special guest from our beach volleyball team. I'm your host, Diana Sanchez, and with me I have Kayla Caliboso.
Hello, everyone.
So to start off, we want to get to know Kayla a little bit. So tell us, how has your college experience been so far here at Solano academically?
It's been pretty good. It's honestly also a little rough too because in high school it was pretty laid back and lenient. You didn't have to care too much about your classes. I mean, you still do at the same time, but it's just pretty easy. But then as college, it made me realize it opened myself to the real world. And it's taught me so much discipline, resilience, and to time manage a lot of everything. And some classes have been difficult, but I managed to make some time work and to really study on certain things that I'm struggling with, talk to tutors, talk to other people who's taken those classes. But at the end of the day, I'm still managing to get good grades, so it's been pretty good so far.
That's good. That's good to hear. What has been your hardest class, you would say, so far?
So I'm currently taking anatomy, and that's honestly been a little challenging because I have taken it in high school, and I thought, oh, it won't be so bad. But then when I saw pages of the bones, the muscles, the nerves, the veins, all of that, I was just dang, I did not expect all of this. So it really opened up my eyes to everything. But honestly, I managed to get some time to study after practice, outside of practice too, even with my teammates. So it's been pretty good so far, but hopefully there'll be a strong ending to it as well.
That's good. Yeah, honestly, I'm proud of you for being able to manage such a hectic schedule with having volleyball and on top of that taking anatomy, which is such a rigorous course as it is. And just keep going, keep doing you.
Thank you.
So we're gonna navigate more towards more sport questions, and I want to know, how did you get into volleyball? What was your volleyball upbringing?
So I started volleyball in 6th grade. I got influenced by my best friend as she's been playing for years before me, and I was seeing my other friends join too, so I was you know what, why not? Let me just join. And at first it was okay. I wasn't too interested in it. I was thinking about, do I really want to keep pursuing this? And then COVID hit, so it was really hard for me to gain more experience with it. But as COVID ended, I started to join summer club volleyball, and it really built up my skills. And so it was difficult at first to get back on my feet with it, but then I realized I do want to keep pursuing volleyball. So I did it in high school all 4 years. I also did club Solano volleyball for 3 years, and in all 4 years I really developed my skills with volleyball, and I've even earned titles as most defensive player in my senior year and first team all league in my senior year. So earning those titles has really shown lots of growth that I have with the sport. And ever since then, I didn't want to leave my passion for volleyball, so I decided to just join the team at Solano, and here I am for my first year too.
I really love that story. I love hearing all of the unfolding of your volleyball career. But it sounds like you've played different kinds of volleyball. You're saying indoor, outdoor. What has it been playing different kinds of volleyball? Can you explain those experiences? What's the difference? What do you like the most? What do you not like?
Yeah, so I've done indoor for the longest time, and honestly the whole difference, so I've done indoor, I've also done grass volleyball in my past. There's not too big of a difference with both because they have 6 players on the court, and then obviously in beach volleyball you only have 2, but within those you just build more. I feel I build more stamina when I'm more inside than outside. I feel way tired and drained, but you just build a bigger sense of community when you're more in indoor and in grass volleyball, rather in beach volleyball you only rely on one partner and you only build one connection with one partner. So with indoor, it's taught me a lot with learning how to from starting to pass a ball, set a ball, hit a ball, and just block a ball. Seeing the whole crowd go wild over a kill or a block has really like taught me so much excitement and adrenaline with the sport. And then with outdoor and beach volleyball, obviously like it's more chill, so you don't really like get the biggest crowd ever, but it's honestly like teaches you a lot more about the game, and it gives you more playtime as well. So I really like learned to build connections with individual people, my partners, and it's taught me to really like build up my skills throughout the years.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. So now I want to know what made you want to continue that here at Solano.
Honestly, like I knew that I would be here, and I didn't want to just like be here, just take classes and then just like go home, not do anything. So might as well just continue my passion for volleyball throughout my time here, and I just couldn't let that passion just go away in a snap like that. I didn't want it to just vanish all in one sense, so I decided to just continue to pursue the sport, to like learn a sense of community. Obviously, like when I first walked in on the court here, like it was very different. I didn't get to see the sisters that I had in my past, but it's really helped me build so much sisterhood, and I'm really blessed and grateful to have like such a community here, and to just build more skills and more openings to everything. So
That's good. I really love hearing about this sisterhood. I love a good sisterhood moment. And I'm glad that you're enjoying your time playing sports and that it's been going good so far. Moving on, we know it's a little deep into the season. You guys are 20 games in now. So
Yes.
how has it been during those games?
At the beginning of the season, it was pretty rough, as like I'm starting to get a connection with the new partners. But as time has grown, like I've learned to build a bigger connection with my partners. So that's what helps us like win games, is like just building like more talking and just communication with each other, and more of like sisterhood with each other, of course. And yes, it was like rough in the beginning, but I've learned to really develop my skills, and I feel like I've gotten better as like I'm learning more things about the sport, like opening myself to more drills, and yeah, like as like we're currently as like tomorrow's our last or second to last game. It's really taught me a lot about the sport that I didn't even know in the first place. So I'm really glad that I can really build up my skills over time, and to just build more connections with other people and to develop my skills.
Yeah, so sounds like you've been flourishing a lot, not just as a player, but also as a person here at the Solano College beach volleyball, and just in general here at Solano College. What has been one of your highlights of the season so far?
One of my highlights was honestly from last week when we had our second home game. It was my first game back after being gone for a while, and honestly, like we were down by 10 points, I believe, and I honestly thought like my partner and I couldn't do it, and I thought like we would honestly lose, because I felt like I was selling her the whole time, and I just felt like a sense of giving up. But as soon as I went on a service run, we eventually started to build more connections and build more growth, and we learned more about the game defensively and offensively. So we eventually won the game within 2 sets, and we were both really happy. And at the end of the day, like we both supported each other. We didn't like think negative about each other. We still continued to like hug each other after like every bad point, or to just like uplift each other's spirits. So I was really grateful that we both like connected, both like defensively and offensively. I just hope for like the rest of the season, like it just goes the same.
Yeah, it does sound like a very bonding moment and memorable, nice moment. So with the remaining of the season left, what are some goals you have for your team and individual goals you have for yourself?
So some team goals that we built from the beginning of the season was to at least finish like first or second place, and also to like be positive with each other, cheer each other up no matter what the score is, and So even though like it's at the end of the season, still some goals is to just cheer each other on, no matter like what the points are, no matter like what the sets are, to continue fighting for every single point, even if we're down by like 10 or 15 or 5, all of that we continue to keep a positive mindset and to at least finish like hopefully second place and seeing like the pairs just move on, and that we continue to just build that growth from there on. And for my own goal myself is just to really just get out of that negative headspace in my head and to really learn to play more defensively and offensively, because in indoor season I was more of like a blocker and a hitter, and I don't really like go off and pass a lot. So I'm really hoping to continue to learn more about passing and being more of a defensive player instead of an offensive player, and to really continue to uplift my teammate as well. Like even if I see them down, like keep them up, or if I feel like I'm down, just keep my head up no matter what the score is, and to just have fun at the end of the day, because that's what we're all here for.
So yeah, well, thank you so much for answering all of my questions and being here. And I really hope you achieve all your team goals and your individual goals. And I hope you continue to have a good experience here at Solano.
Thank you.
And with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in on another episode here of On Campus at Solano College Sports Network Studio. Thank you so much. Bye.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
for more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.